I've interviewed 6 students who got into top US universities, ranging from Berkeley, NYU, all the way to Harvard and Columbia. Well, let's welcome Jennifer and uncover the secrets of getting into an Ivy League.
So, hello everyone. Hello to all of you guys watching this video. I'm Jennifer, and I am a falling senior or rising college freshman, and I'm going to be attending Columbia College this fall. And my intended major is mathematics, and I'm currently also thinking about double majoring in computer science.
Thank you, Jennifer. So let's start off with something easy since we just got started. Is it possible if you can share with us your grade, APs, or SAT score?
Just took the most basic courses that my school has since my school year is small, and my average is probably closer to 99 if you count my highest 6 grades. That's how the Canadian system does it, right? But then, like, for overall high school, probably somewhere between 97 and 98. And yeah, I did not submit my test scores to when I applied to college, so I went with test optional, or for many schools they were test blind, so I didn't even submit anything. And for APs, in grade 10th year, I took AP microeconomics and macroeconomics. Grade 11, I took AP calculus BC, AP statistics, AP CSA, and also AP physics C, electricity, and I took AP physics C mechanics. And this year I took AP physics C, electricity and magnetism, AP physics 2, and AP world history.
Well, that's the standard for getting into Columbia. And I know that you got into a lot of prestigious universities. Do you mind sharing with us why do you choose Columbia over the other universities?
I guess a major reason I chose Columbia is actually because of their core curriculum. If you guys haven't heard about it, it's basically a set of courses where everyone who attends Columbia University needs to take. And unlike other colleges where they have like a bunch of courses you can choose from, Columbia has a set of courses that you can't choose, and you can't be placed out of them. Like, you need to take them. Some examples would be like literature humanities, so it's like an English class, and then there's one class called contemporary civilization, so it's like a philosophy class, and then there's like music humanities, arts humanities, so on and so forth. Like, there's I don't know, was it like approximately 8 requirements for those. So personally, like, as someone who has always really admired people who were not only good at STEM but also good at humanities and like knows a lot of stuff, I think I also have this innate desire to kind of be like them and know about a lot of things that are outside of my field.
Dang, okay. I think a common theme that for all the students that I have interviewed that got into prestigious universities, they all share one trait, and that trait is showing their passion for learning and also intellectual curiosity. And Jennifer, I know that this probably was shown in your activities and extracurriculars. Would you mind sharing with us?
I'm going to Columbia as intended math major, and so a lot of my extracurriculars revolved around math, as you would imagine. Yeah, so I guess some, like, the bigger things I did in math are, like, this is in the order of how I wrote them in my comment app, actually. And the first one would be I did a research program with U of T called Math Mentorship Program, and it's a program where a high school student get pairs with a grad student, and you guys kind of work together on a project, or sometimes they call it research, but sometimes it's more like learning a new topic, or just getting high school students exposed to higher level math and math that are taught in universities that are not math contests or so on. So this really broadened up my view towards math and the fields of math, like how many different branches there are and how much math I don't know. And it also helped me gain interest in like high level math, and specifically this branch called topology and knot theory. Yeah. So I guess I really learned a lot about it and kind of like decided that I was going to major in pure mathematics rather than applied mathematics, since I really liked topology. Another thing I would talk about was I went to this math camp called Canada/USA Math Camp. And it's a summer math camp where it's 5 weeks long, and you basically learn higher level math at the camp. Yeah, some people call it summer school, but for me, it's like a place you can really pursue your interest and find a lot of like-minded people with you and play lots of board games and card games as well.
Would you say this is one of your main activities then?
I think this camp helped in my application since it's pretty well known in a sense, like it's considered one of the pretty prestigious math camps. And it also, like, personally, I learned a lot of math at this camp, and it also like kind of like staked the last name, whatever that phrase is called, yeah, of my decision to pursue math in the future.
Holy, I don't think I would have lasted. Maybe one day, tops. And since we talked about your extracurriculars and activities, then we must talk about your achievements.
Sure. Achievements wise, I guess there will be mostly like how I did in math contests or math competitions, since you know you don't get certificates for attending math camps, right? And I guess my best achievements in math would be I qualified for the EGMO TST this year as well as in 2022. So EGMO stands for European Girls Math Olympiad. It's basically an international Olympiad, but for girls, and each country sends a team of 4 people. While I didn't qualify for the team, I qualified for the TST, which stands for Team Selection Test. So in Canada, I think the top 20 approximately girls get chosen to write this test, and if you're top 4, you get into the team and you take the Olympiad. So that was one of them, and I guess another one would be I placed in honorable mentions in Euclid math contest. So it's like the Waterloo series when I was in grade 11. And I think it was like approximately top 19 in the country.
Whoa, woman in STEM here. And I see a consistent theme in your application with your passion with mathematics. So my next question is, did you bring your passion for math into your essays, or did you write something completely different?
So yeah, this is a really good question. I think for some of my application, like essays or supplements, I did write about math, since if I just list them as honors or accomplishments or whatsoever, it just shows like how well you did in math, but it doesn't actually show how much you learned or how much you developed as a person. So I wrote about those aspects in some of the supplements, and I basically elaborated on what I learned in different camps or how it helped me through my journey of math. So I definitely wrote about that, but I also wrote about a lot of things that were not math, and one of the things I wrote about was hiking. Hiking was one of the hobbies I started developing since grade 2 approximately, and I've basically been hiking during like vacation and stuff since that time. So it was one of the themes in my personal statement actually, and yeah, I use it like kind of like as a frame to talk about some other ideas. And I remember there was questions that were like, oh, what do you do outside of academics? And I would sometimes write about hiking to show that I touch grass too.
I love it. Math and hiking, what a combo. And I think just by asking these questions, I kind of get a gist of what made you got in. But I still want to ask, in your own words, Jennifer, what do you think, or what part of the application do you think made you got into Columbia University?
I think U.S. university applications is really about match, like how well you match by the school. Even if you do really well, but like each school has their own standards. So maybe even if you did really well, but your standards don't match, then you could also potentially be rejected. And I think one of the reasons why I got into Columbia was also related to like their core and the whole Columbia culture, I guess, which is like not only specifying in, or like not only staying in your own field, but also like knowing about more stuff, especially if you're a STEM major, then like learn about humanities, social sciences, and basically be interested and be eager in learning a lot of different kinds of knowledge in a lot of different fields. And it wasn't actually, I wasn't like intentionally trying to shape my application towards this direction, but when I'm reflecting it right now, I just thought it kind of matched like this aspect of Columbia, since say in my essays, I wrote about some philosophical ideas, and at school, I took philosophy, or say this year in AP, I took AP World History, and so on. So I think like a lot of small pieces in my application just kind of like showed that I was also passionate about learning other things like philosophy, like social sciences, or like humanities, and it made me really match what I guess the type of people they were looking for. So yeah, I would say that's one of the main reasons maybe that I got in. Yeah.
Damn, that was very insightful. Thank you so much. I love your response. And I have some couple last minute questions, just to wrap everything up, including this interview. So do you have any regrets? Like if you were to travel back in time, is there something in particular would you tell your younger self, oh, you better do this X, Y, and Z, or else you won't be able to get in? Or is there something that you would 100% continue to do?
I think like right now when I think back to it, I don't really regret or like think I need to change anything. Like there weren't like big mistakes in my high school journey or anything. Like I feel like every step was in the direction I wanted it to be somehow. So, or at least when I think about it now, it is like in some good direction. So I'm pretty happy with where I'm going and where I've gotten. And things I would definitely do I would most possibly just tell myself to keep it up and just continue what I was doing, like continue doing math, continue like researching for my passion, for my passions, pursuing them, and continue hiking, so on and so forth. And yeah, and I guess if I were to time travel back to tell me before applications, I would say start early on your applications because I slightly procrastinated on that.
Oh, that concludes our interview. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for interviewing with me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and subscribe if you want to watch another interview that I've conducted with other university students.